Hello and welcome to the News9 Plus show on the world's first news and current affairs OTT platform, News9 Plus. Prime Minister Modi is in Tamil Nadu today. He is holding rallies and road shows in the state. This is his 7th visit to Tamil Nadu since elections were called. And Tamil Nadu goes to the elections on 19th of April for all 39 Lok Sabha seats. With Modi setting a target of winning 370 seats for the BJP, the party is working overtime to make impressive gains in the south. And that southern state, that crucial focus of the BJP's attention is Tamil Nadu with 39 seats. But can the BJP break into Tamil Nadu? Joining me to discuss Modi's southern dash are Venkat, Narayan, Lakshman, and my colleague Brijesh Pandey. Gentlemen, welcome to the News9 Plus show. I want to start by putting out what we believe is the BJP's 5-pronged strategy for Tamil Nadu. The party has put the Ram Mandir and Hindutva on the back burner when it comes to states south of the Vindhyas, especially Tamil Nadu. The 5 pillars of this strategy are local leadership, local allies, caste math, of course Prime Minister Modi's visits, 7 visits since the polls were called this year, and finally touching upon local issues like Kachativa Island. I want to start by asking Brijesh. Brijesh, 39 seats in Tamil Nadu, a gold mine of opportunity for the BJP. How successful do you think the party will be in the south?
Well, it's a very difficult question to answer how successful they are going to be. But what I can say for sure is that, it's a well thought out strategy. It's not like they just woke up to Tamil Nadu, say 6 months back. Because remember earlier, when they were toying with AIA, DMK, the two factions, and then Anammal was made the president, they didn't go down well. Because, we have done shows, in which AIA, DMK clearly said that, what BJP is forgetting, that there can be only one lion in this, in the jungle, and that is us, and not Anammal. He's just a street kid. A lot has changed since then. Because, there was a meeting of AIA, DMK faction leaders in Delhi, where Anammal was also accorded the prime of the place where he was made to sit right opposite that along with Amit Shah. It was very clear that they were banking on this. So they walked the talk when they accepted Anammal this thing that we should not go with AIA, DMK. They have a corrupt lineage. We should go, we should hit the ground. So that, politically they are doing everything which a political party can do, raking up the issue of corruption of DMK. Adopting a very aggressive approach, in form of Anammal and the way he has hit the ground, doing padyatras after padyatras. And the third and the most crucial thing which is important for any kind of, these rallies or campaigns to be successful, complete backup, 100% backup by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah. Prime Minister has visited Tamil Nadu 7 times. Today he will be arriving at the 8th time for a 2-day visit, and this will go on. So this shows the kind of push they are putting in as far as the Tamil Nadu state is concerned. BJP is hopeful that their numbers will increase. They will get, they'll be able to make a dent, and their vote share is also going to increase phenomenally. This is what the BJP
Absolutely,
believes.
and it's a very concerted game plan there at play. Narayan, Lakshman, why has the BJP not been able to make any headway in Tamil Nadu over the last couple of years, and why do you think that this time it could be different?
Well, look, this is a state that has always been resistant to the brand of politics that the BJP practices, which is Hindutva. Not just in its most recent form, where you have controversial issues such as the Ram Mandir, UCC, CAA, NRC, any of those things. But even from the much earlier days of the Dravidian politics in the 1960s, there was a sense of these North Indian parties, whether BJP or Congress at the time more relevantly, being behind Hindi imposition, North Indian rule, upper caste rule. So this is a state that views these parties, and particularly the BJP in this election, with some sense of, if not suspicion, it's seen as an unknown quantity. So they have found it hard to convince people in this backdrop of the Dravidian movement that they are a natural party to rule this state. And further, obviously, the Dravidian parties themselves, earlier both the ADMK and DMK, and in recent times more tipping towards the DMK alone, they have really been able to tap the sort of grassroots support, both in terms of fundraising as well as mobilization of votes during election time. And that has made this state fundamentally impregnable to these large national parties from based in North India. Yeah.
Right, absolutely. There are large parties, Brijesh, that have not made an impact in Tamil Nadu for over half a century. I don't think there's any state in India where a national party has not broken in like it is
Absolutely.
in Tamil Nadu. Mr. Venkat Narayan, this, what would the BJP be borrowing from Mr. Kamaraj's strategy if they want to make gains in Tamil Nadu, you think? Given the fact that this is probably the first time in many years that you're seeing an election bereft of tall Dravidian leaders like Jayalalitha and Karunanidhi.
That's absolutely true. I think since 1967, when Kamaraj-led Congress party was defeated by Annadurai-led DMK, this is the first time in 57 years that
Right.
a national party making a very serious effort
Right.
to break into the Tamil Nadu politics
Yes.
and try and get some seats. You have 39 seats in Tamil Nadu, and the BJP is hoping to win 370 seats on its own, and they
Right.
want to win more than 400 seats, including the allies.
Yes.
The AID-MK, after Jayalalitha's death, has
Right.
not had a leader
Yeah.
who has been able to win the confidence of the Tamil people.
Yes.
Whereas Stalin was able to prove that he was a worthy successor to his father Karunanidhi.
Yes.
And so even though it is going to be a triangular kind of contest across the state,
Yeah.
it seems to me that the primary fight will be between the Congress, so DMK Congress alliance,
Yes.
as well as and the BJP-led alliance of small parties.
Right.
So it will be very interesting to see.
Right.
Anammal is claiming that this is a national party is now getting into the act in
Yes.
Tamil Nadu in a big way.
Right.
And he is expecting people
Yes.
to vote for the BJP in a big way.
Right.
And, if they are able to, win more than 20% of the popular vote,
Yes.
it might convert itself into maybe half a dozen or a dozen seats.
Right.
We'll have to see. But I would like to say that this is the most serious attempt in 57 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
That a national party is making a very serious attempt
Right.
to break into the Dravidian parties-led Tamil Nadu.
Right, absolutely. The most serious attempt in 57 years, as Mr. Narayan mentioned, the fact that what is going to happen, Brijesh, to the AIADMK? The BJP cannot grow at any other party's expense. Looks like the AIADMK is the one that's going to be the fall guy in this whole equation.
Could be, but what I have gathered from my sources in the Tamil Nadu BJP as well as the central BJP, they said that Anammal told Prime Minister as well as
Yes.
Home Minister Amit Shah that there is no way we can go for a solid organic growth which is in consonance with our own ideologies,
Right.
where we say that we are corrupt free,
Hence
we don't
they-
indulge in these kind of activities, and
Right.
we really want to have a BJP thing. We have to go solo.
Right.
And going by the way the entire campaign has been planned, going by the kind of backing Anammal has till now, it seems that the top leadership is sold lock, stock and barrel.
Right.
And one thing we have to give to BJP, whether they succeed or not,
Yeah.
whenever they are trying to enter into a new territory,
Right.
they give it their 100%.
Like
And
West Bengal.
Like West Bengal.
Yes.
And West Bengal, 14 people ridiculed them. 19, they come up with a performance which could be
Right.
like, the best
Right.
performance ever. Like winning
Right.
18 seats out of 40 seats
Yes.
in the 42 seats
Right.
in the state. So Kerala also, we saw, it backed out a bit, fizzled
Yes,
out a bit.
yes.
But when they tried, they were trying their level best. And this
Right.
is exactly what they're doing in the state of Tamil
They
Nadu.
seem
Many
to be giving
believe that we may
100%.
not be able to win seats, but if the popular vote percentage increases or comes
Yes.
to a level
Yes.
which makes us a bit of a serious, then we will continue this onslaught for the next 5 years until the next assembly election is
That's
concerned.
2026.
So they really want to
Right.
the BJP to be counted as a regional party as well as a national party
Right.
with a decent stake in the politics of Tamil Nadu.
Right, absolutely. And it's not just 2024 that the BJP seems to be fighting for.
Yeah.
They're laying the foundation for 2026 as well, the state assembly elections. Narayan, this emergence of Annamalai, it's a fascinating case of a leader literally, it's like a film script that's been written out there. You found the perfect, candidate for that, and we even called our documentary, we call him the BJP's Tamil Singham, because it almost seems so unreal that you'd have an IPS officer, turned politician who enters. It's literally a Bollywood film scenario. But Narayan, Lakshman, how does Anammal fit in all of this? Can he? I mean, he has big shoes to fill, admittedly in Tamil Nadu, where larger than life politicians are the norm. I mean, how do you see Anammal playing out over the next couple of years? His career as a politician of note in Tamil Nadu.
Sorry, I must take a different note from what your other speakers have said here. Firstly, I don't even believe this is a competition primarily between the DMK and the BJP. The BJP is still a minor player here in this case. Possibly only going to increase its vote share, may not even win a single seat. So the primary contest, however, remains very much between the DMK and ADMK. Let's not kid ourselves about that. Secondly, as to Anammal, there's been a lot of hype. I certainly think he's made a sincere attempt. I don't think he's been lacking in effort. He pulled out the DMK files. He really tried to make corruption front and center, as you alluded to earlier. But he is not divorced from the context of his own party. He is very much part of a party which, for the first time in history, is trying to make an entry into a state which is formidably difficult for the brand of politics it's got. So I think, it may be that they are playing the long game. And while they may continue to, chip away at this election, it would be maybe 1 or 2 elections from now that they actually have the breakthrough that they're seeking.
Right. So another 1 or 2 elections there, and it's obviously, they're in for the long haul, Brijesh, as you pointed out. The BJP doesn't work in 1 election cycle, it works on 2 and 3 election cycles. But Mr. Venkat Narayan, this point that Narayan Lakshman made, that the fact that it is primarily a battle between the AIDMK and the DMK, and the BJP would actually only increase its vote share, and obviously they're looking at maybe 2026 and 2029. So they're in for the long haul, you think?
Well, they're actually looking at 2047, you see.
Well,
you see, they're for the long haul. And Anammal, this is a calculated risk that BJP is taking in Tamil Nadu. Because it was Anammal who had stoutly opposed the BJP aligning with the AIADMK, and this upset the AIADMK very deeply. And in any case, after Jayalalitha's death, the AIADMK has split into 2 or 3 or 4 different parties, and we have to see which one is the real AIADMK worthy successor to MGR and Jayalalitha. We don't know. But if this calculated gamble the BJP is taking at Anammal's instance, if it works, that would be remarkable. Even if they manage to get a few seats in the Lok Sabha, but if they increase their percentage of votes, in the next assembly election, they might become a force to reckon with. Because I do not see any strong leaders in the AIADMK at this point of time. Whereas Stalin had no difficulty in walking into, getting into his father's shoes, and he's been doing a reasonably good job. But he is, aligned strongly with the Congress, and he declared, he's the first, I think, regional leader to say that he would like to see Rahul Gandhi as the Prime Minister of India. Well, all the best, good luck to him, but we'll have to see how this will play out, on the 19th of April, when the entire state goes to the polls.
And Brijesh, very interesting set of allies that the BJP has, chosen for itself in Tamil Nadu. You have the PMK, the old friends of the NDA, estranged allies, and then of course the faction of the AIDMK, the Dinakaran faction, and the Tamil Manila Congress. It just comes out of nowhere. What is the BJP's game plan in going for all these smaller parties and staying away from the AIDMK?
BJP feels that with these partners, they can go for a strategic tie-up with these parties, and they can gain in areas where these parties are strong.
These are essentially
caste-based parties. So what they just want to get their caste calculation correct. I think most of the time what BJP also does is that if they can win 2 seats like a true bull political political party, they'll say we'll win 20 seats.
Right.
So it gives like, the 370 that we will win 370 seats and all. But nobody knows where you are going to win 370 seats from.
Right.
It's just to give a boost to their cadres, boost to their leaders.
Targets, you set a target.
Yes, you set a target. You know that if you repeat 2019 or better 2019, there in itself will be a fantastic performance.
Right.
So I think this is exactly the kind of mind game they are trying to play in the state of Tamil Nadu.
Yes.
Many believes in private that, the only thing which they are actually realistically hopeful is that, that there can be an increase in terms of, percentage of votes they poll, vote share. But the seats and all this winning 10 seats or 12 seats or 15 seats is a usual political leadership thing that you have to push our cadres more for that.
Right.
So it's like that.
So it's a numbers game at the end of the day, but the BJP, as Venkat Narayan mentioned, is the first national party to make a serious play for Tamil Nadu in more than half a century, more than 57 years to be precise. But that's the story that we are watching very carefully today. Modi's Dravidian dash, as Prime Minister Modi makes yet another visit into Tamil Nadu, this 8th visit in fact since elections were called. Thank you very much Venkat Narayan and Narayan Lakshman for joining me, and of course Brijesh. We'll be tracking that story very closely as Prime Minister Modi makes another concerted attempt to convince the voters that the BJP is the party of choice for Tamil Nadu.
Streaming on News9 Plus. News is now content. Subscribe and get free vouchers.